there are a lot of great things happening at the Charleston Music Hall this fall. Today, I talk one-on-one with the Executive Director of the Music Hall, Charles Carmody, for this edition of Quintin's Close-Ups. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel and like Quintin's Close-Ups on Facebook. Charles Carmody, welcome back to Quintin's Close-Ups.
Thank you. Nice to be back.
Oh, I appreciate it greatly. Obviously, you are the Executive Director of the Charleston Music Hall, and I know that you all are extremely busy with the upcoming fall season. Describe Charles Carmody these days.
Charles Carmody these days. Trying to wade through some of the hardest times, and I think entertainment history, honestly. It has been a very hard year with COVID-19 and just trying to keep the show going while also keeping our patrons, fans, and artists safe. But we are back open at full capacity and doing our best to bring the best art to Charleston.
I understand that obviously last year was a tough year for everyone. Yeah. Financially, how much money did the music hall lose?
I can't disclose the exact amount, but it was not good. It was not good. But thankfully, thanks to our outside series and being able to open at reduced capacity, we were able to, at least have some income over that year. So,
and obviously you're back to full capacity, as you mentioned. And I know that there was a big change that was announced just recently, and you posted this on your social media platform. You said this: please note the Charleston Music Hall will be requiring all fans to provide printed proof of a negative COVID test within 72 hours or a full COVID-19 vaccination for entry to all events at the venue starting September 5th, which happened a couple of days ago. Yeah. Additional policies may apply on a show-by-show basis. What exactly would be those additional policies?
Some artists are requiring masks. Would be an example of one. For right now, we're mask optional for all our shows unless an artist requires it. So yeah, we saw what the major venues were doing in the country. We saw a lot of artist requests coming through for proof of vaccination or negative test, and so we need to stay open. And if that means showing either a negative test or vaccination for now, we felt that it was the best move forward to keep everyone as safe as possible.
And just to be abundantly clear, was this a music hall decision or was this an artist requirement in order to perform at the music hall?
So we were getting a lot of artists requiring it, so we went ahead and just made it a blanket decision because it was better than having like one show's vax, one show's not, one show's it was getting way too confusing. So we figured, listen, I think this is the best move for now to keep everyone safe.
And how many attendees have actually provided proof of a negative test or a full vaccination?
It's been great, actually. We've done quite a few refunds of people who do not want to do either, which is fine. If you do not want to do either of those things, we can refund you, or you simply cannot come to the show. No problem there. And the people that have shown up have been very appreciative, and they feel like we're creating a safer environment. They feel more comfortable coming into the venue, and it's been a good experience so far.
And when they submit that proof of a negative test or obviously their vaccination, is an ID required?
If you're of ID age, so if you're a child, no. But if you are of ID age, yes. We want to have an ID that matches the name of your negative test or vaccination to your ID.
Okay, Charles. Why not only require a negative test for all attendees instead of either or?
That's a good question. I think we have seen that the hospitalization of vaccinated people is exponentially lower than not, and the vaccines are working. So we wanted to be able to give people the option: if they are vaccinated, they can show the test. If they're not, no worries. They just have to show a negative test.
And in developing this plan, Charles, did you ever consider any outdoor events for the people who didn't feel comfortable showing a proof of vaccination or a negative COVID test results that could still enjoy the best of the Charleston Music Hall?
Yeah, we are. Yes, we are working on some outdoor plans as well. Nothing finalized yet, but that is definitely in the works.
And will you consider any antibody proof submission as a part of protocol?
Right now, no.
Will you also consider doing rapid testing on site?
We did consider it. The problem is we can't get enough rapid tests at the moment. So, so yeah, we are considering it, but we need to actually be able to get our hands on stuff.
Is this requirement a trial by trial scenario?
No, it will be in effect. I don't know how long, and it so far has been effective and good, I think. And I want to be back to normal just as much as anyone else, and I am hopeful that COVID numbers will continue to go down in the state, and we can get there.
Okay, let's reset. What's new? What's now, music-wise, at the Charleston Music Hall?
I love that. What is new? What's now? Lots of stuff coming up. We have, we're doing our drag show. We're doing a drag show monthly with Patio Furniture, which has been really successful. Charleston Jazz Orchestra is back in the house. I'm very excited to have them back starting Saturday. So they'll do 3 shows this fall. We're doing, a bunch of comedy. Randy Rainbow, LGBT LOL, Jeff Allen. We're doing all kinds of different music stuff. Boz Scaggs is coming up. George Thorogood goes on sale today. Our Charleston Christmas special will be back. So we have about 60 events over the next 2.5 months. So we're busy and having fun, and hopefully we have something for everyone.
Absolutely. And speaking of everyone, how could you go and purchase these tickets?
You can purchase them online at www.charlestonmusichall.com. Just make sure you're on the official website, because if you Google it, you get a lot of scalper sites out there. So just make sure Ticketmaster is the only site you should be purchasing tickets on. That's our ticket site. Don't purchase tickets anywhere else. But we're also open for walk-up sales at the box office Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 10 to 3. So if you want to not pay those online fees, come on down to the box office. We're here Thursday through Saturday, 10 to 3.
And speaking of walking up, Charles, if anyone has a religious or medical issue, how do you go about that?
They can submit a doctor's note, or they can submit basically they can let us know ahead of time, and they will just have to wear a mask.
Okay. And how long will this mask requirement be in place?
Well, that's a good question. I don't know. I wish I knew the answer. Right now, masks are optional, but unless you don't want to provide the other stuff. I don't know. I hope that numbers continue to go down, and July we felt we got it, we did it, we're ready to go, and then all of a sudden, the numbers last few weeks have been the worst we've ever seen them. So I'm hopeful that we're going to get through this, and we just need to be kind and patient with each other.
And going forward into the winter, how many shows are you planning at the music hall?
We're ticking along at 20 plus shows a month. Wow. So yeah, it's busy. It's good. And yes. And that's nice. The artists are not, we've had a couple cancellations this fall, but for the most part, artists are on the road doing their best to stay safe, and we all want to get back to it. So it's good.
Yes, indeed. Well, Charles Carmody of Charleston Music Hall, thank you for your time. And again, welcome back to Quintin's Close-Ups.
Thank you. Always a pleasure to be here, and I hope you have a beautiful day.
Likewise.